Peter has said that he's actually considering stepping aside for the Vitali versus, or at least he hasn't said it yet publicly. It's just been reported that he is probably going to step aside after all for the Vitali versus Maskaev fight.
Terrible news.
Dino Duva has reportedly said that he'd sit through the paperwork for a deal that if they both sign it, they can have the fight. I think it's a bad move on everyone's part in the Peter camp.
Absolutely.
They should, no matter what, not give in to this, because what's going to happen, the WBC is definitely going to rule with Vitaly Klitschko, no matter what.
Of course.
And worst case, absolute worst case, they don't. They side with Peter, and he gets the fight he was supposed to have anyhow.
Yeah,
and for money. So he gets that fight, then he gets the Vitaly fight. Yeah. Supposedly. If Vitaly dares fight him.
No, and he doesn't. And he's going to win the title from Maskaev and retire, or just avoid Peter and duck him and fight bums, and the WBC will let him get away with it.
Peter would have a massive lawsuit on his side.
Yes.
If he would just
stick with the lawsuit.
Stick to his guns, say, no, we're not stepping aside no matter what amount of money you offer us.
Yeah.
We're not stepping aside. Then you go and you sue the hell out of them whenever they force you.
Go ahead with the fight. Yeah.
You sue them for like triple the money they offered you to begin with, for not only that, but for punitive damages and career sabotage attempt and all that kind of stuff. And that's how you handle that. And you also get rid of the WBC at the same time.
Yeah, and that'd be an extra bonus, definitely.
Definitely. Then there's not even a WBC title to go with, because Vitaly goes and fights for it, then all of a sudden it doesn't exist.
That'd be great.
That would be absolutely wonderful. He wouldn't deserve it anyhow.
No, been off over 2 years. He doesn't deserve to come back and get a title fight.
And it would be one less sanctioning body, which would be great. Anyhow, moving right along, Sugar Shane Mosley has been sparring with Oscar De La Hoya to help him prepare.
He's going to continue
for the Floyd Mayweather fight.
Yep.
People are comparing it to Rocky 3.
Of course, Apollo and Rocky training together.
Mosley beat De La Hoya twice.
Yeah, Rocky was the one that beat Apollo, and then Apollo trained him.
Apollo did beat Rocky the first time. Ain't gonna be no rematch.
Yeah.
He should have heeded that. Should have stuck to that, apparently.
Mosley said he's going to try his best to imitate Mayweather in the ring for De La Hoya, of course.
Let's hope Ishe Smith isn't sparring with De La Hoya, trying to imitate Mayweather.
Well, let's hope he is, and De La Hoya thinks that's as good as Mayweather is. So.
Well, I'd rather De La Hoya be at the very top of his game going into the fight.
Well, he's going to be.
So when Mayweather beats him, he won't have the excuse that Ishe Smith, it's his fault.
Yeah.
Something, not that he could anyhow and get away with it, but still. Any people aren't going to want to give Mayweather the credit he deserves for winning.
Yeah, because they already got the excuse that De La Hoya's past his prime. So,
and they've already got that excuse in for Mosley.
Yeah. So.
If he were to beat Mosley.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
They've got an excuse.
Even though they both
everyone.
looked unstoppable here in their past fights, Mosley with Vargas and De La Hoya against Mayweather, who doesn't against him.
Mayweather would clear out the heavyweight division, and everyone would say, "Well, the heavyweights suck
now."
now."
Yeah, the heavyweights suck now. Yep. So I mean, it's a low point in the heavyweight division.
Who cares? The fact that he is
heavyweights
by
over
several
50 pounds. Yeah. Much
how many
over
weight
50
classes
pounds.
is that? At least.
Yeah.
At least 6, probably 8, somewhere in there.
Yes.
Don't feel like counting
6.
them.
So yeah.
Anyhow, and some of those guys would be super heavyweights.
Some of them would be 100 pounds more than him, 70 pounds.
Value up would be
200. Well, not 200, but 170 or so.
Yep. And have no doubt Mayweather could beat him.
Absolutely. You'd have to hit Mayweather.
Yep.
Not a one of them could.
Anyhow, that just good that De La Hoya is training so hard for Mayweather.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And it's being reported that he is also. So.
And Vivian Harris versus
Junior
Witter. Looks like it's going to purse bid.
Yeah.
The two sides can't seem to get together on it. And Harris does have the mandatory shot.
WBC.
Not that Witter's trying to avoid the fight at all. We're not saying that. Just
got to work out the money.
If they can't work it out, at least they have the purse bid.
Yeah. And that's one of the best fights to be made at that division, of course.
The only problem with the purse bid is that gives it a big chance that it won't be shown here.
Yeah, could
because
wind up in England.
Yeah, some promoter could scoop it up and throw it over England or anywhere.
Hopefully, Harris promoter Gary Shaw will get it. Hopefully, or
and then
there's another promoter period.
Point,
yeah,
definitely.
So absolutely, hopefully it's shown here, at least whenever it is. So, and I'll go with Harris in the fight. But.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I could see either guy winning that fight.
It's a pick'em fight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Witter would have frozen up like Harris did against Mousa. I just don't see that happening.
Witter's only froze up once in his whole career, and that's to judo.
So. Well, I still hold that more to judo's abilities.
Absolutely.
Witter's freezing up.
Yeah, he didn't. Not that he froze up because of judo, of course.
Where Mousa wasn't, well, obviously wasn't as good as Harris, but he did beat him.
Yeah.
Anyhow, interesting fight. I could see either guy winning. Moving on, a fight I couldn't see either guy winning. Chad Dawson versus Paul Briggs is being talked about. Paul Briggs, the guy that has been beaten twice by
Adamek,
Dawson just dominated.
Yes, absolutely embarrassed him. So.
This has been talking about for June 2nd.
Yep. On Showtime, of course, and just pointless, yes.
Darchinyan might be on the undercard of that.
Yeah, if he doesn't fight Arce anytime soon, probably will be. And just a pointless fight for Dawson, pretty much. I mean,
it really is.
Styles make fights, you can say that. Well, Briggs' style sucks compared to Dawson's. So Dawson will knock the hell out of him or beat him thoroughly by decision.
Look at Adamek's style.
Exactly.
That style beat Briggs' style.
Yeah, so what's Dawson's going to do? Which is much better in every way. So.
Yeah, that fight's just pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Easy
win for Dawson.
It's a step back for Dawson, too.
Yeah, absolutely. He just beat the undefeated guy who beat
this guy twice.
That guy twice, absolutely. So
makes no sense. But it's possible Dawson, he couldn't get the Glenn Johnson fight anyhow.
That's what he kind of was wanting.
So I guess, I don't know, I still wouldn't mind seeing him fight like the...
any of those other champions, absolutely. Any of them, get them unified, those belts.
Grab one of those. If you're fighting that meaningless of a fight, you might as well
get a belt. Yeah. So.
And there are idiots out there that actually argue that Zistoy Erde, or however you say his name, is the linear champion. Well, if that's the case, the linear belt means jack shit.
Absolutely. Because that's the worst division in boxing.
And the reason they argue it is because Darius Michalczewski held the belt, then lost it to Julio Gonzalez, and Gonzalez lost it to Erde, or Erde picked it up somehow.
Erde, absolutely. And Michalczewski sure as hell wasn't ever the champ.
Yeah, they claim it because of ridiculousness. And anyhow, whose fault is it that that fight didn't get made between Michalczewski and Roy Jones? Jones had all the other belts.
Yes.
Jones had all the fame.
Yeah.
I mean, what country was Michalczewski from again? Like Poland or something? I forgot it.
Was it not Germany?
I think he just fought there.
Okay. Well, either way.
Either way, who's the bigger star by far?
Absolutely. Yes. Who's the one people are paying to see?
And it wasn't on Jones to go over there. Jones offered to fight him over here.
Yeah. And Jones had already been screwed at the Olympics, of course.
Jones had already said previously, I'm not going overseas to fight. I'm not getting screwed.
Exactly, because of what happened to him at the Olympics.
He didn't say it whenever Michalczewski Michalczewski was brought up.
Yeah, he said it all the time after the Olympics up
And
until
how many
now.
Michalczewskis did he beat anyhow?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look at what he did to Gonzalez, who beat
Exactly.
Michalczewski. I mean, did Gonzalez win a round against Jones? Hell no. So.
And Gonzalez beat Michalczewski. You can say it was age all you want. Whatever.
Yeah, and then Teozo, who was knocked out by Virgil Hill in a round, knocked out Michalczewski in 6 rounds. So, suck on that.
Yep, exactly. Erde, you can say technically he's the linear champ, but you're full of shit.
You want to lie to yourself.
Yep. There are people ridiculous enough to say that crap, though. So go ahead and have Dawson fight him.
Yeah.
Not really for that reason.